Now, remember, James, when the internet used to mock Bernie Sanders for sitting there wearing his little mittens and the endless memes that came out of that? I mean, Bernie looks like an ever-ready bunny compared to Biden. But what I actually want to talk about is a towering figure of conservative politics, and that is the Canadian opposition leader, Pierre Poilievre, the guy who's famous for casually eating an apple while a member of the press had a total meltdown. Yesterday, a reporter tried to pull a gotcha moment on him regarding public funding, and it didn't exactly go really well. Have a watch.
Why did your party want to grant over $100 million in regulatory relief to the mainstream media?
We don't want to give any tax dollars to the mainstream media. Our belief is that the mainstream media and all...
Decision then? Your party's decision to grant regulatory relief?
So I'll answer your question. The media that is bought and paid for, where are you from, by the way? Which outlet are you in? Which outlet? Which outlet?
Canadian Press.
Ah, okay, Canadian Press. So you're talking about tax dollars for media. Isn't CBC your biggest? Isn't no? I can answer.
I asked regulatory.
Yeah, and you want to answer?
Why does your party want to grant $100 million in regulatory relief to the mainstream media?
When would you like me to respond? Okay, good. Okay, great. I'm trying to, but you're heckling. Are you going to let me answer the question, or are you just going to heckle on behalf of Justin Trudeau? Which is it?
I would love the answer.
Great. So our party does not support tax dollars for media outlets, because that's when we end up with biased media like you, who come here and articulate the PMO talking points rather than delivering real news to the Canadian people.
James, where's that guy in Australian politics? Is it ever going to be Peter Dutton?
Where is that guy? Where is that guy? Well, I mean, he reminds me of Vivek Ramaswamy, because everything he says is true. You know, they've got surveys in the U.S. of something like 95% of journalists vote left. I'm sure it's the same here on us. Even on Sky News during the day, you get very left-wing takes. I mean, it's true. You know, Andrew Bolt's pretty solid. But yes, and you need someone to stand up. And the thing is, by doing that, he delegitimizes their sort of supposed impartiality. And so I think that's excellent. Now, I will say this on behalf of Dutton. The Canadian Tory party has moved to a system where the party base picks the leader. And so, you know, there's 750,000 members of the Tory party in Canada. It's only got 12 million more people than Australia. Australia has about 20,000 members of the Liberal Party, because you have no influence at all. The elites in the party control, you know, everything. You know, why do we get a pro-voice person put in the Senate? Well, because, you know, the millions of people who would otherwise be members don't have a say. And so Poilievre wins. He would never have been selected by the party room, let me tell you. Same as the leader in Alberta. She wouldn't have been either. But once they are chosen, the party room can't get them out. They can't do a Malcolm Turnbull on Abbott. And that puts him in a position where he can articulate powerful positions without worrying about the Black Hand Gang and, you know, Simon Birmingham undermining him, or, you know, Julian Leeser taking effectively a labor line on The Voice. And so that's a problem for us here. We need to move to a more widespread consultative approach to picking leaders. But you're right, he's brave. And I would love to see Peter Dutton being a little bit braver. He's being so cautious. And, you know, what I worry about is that, you know, a whole bunch of his advisors probably last couple of years ago recommended or advised him to support The Voice. And of course, you know, he didn't. He had enough advice. But how many of those advisors, anybody who suggested he support The Voice, should have been fired publicly?
Well,
I haven't heard any of that.